you believe you were very clear, ask yourself the true question. Was I clear, or did I leave some space for the other to say no? And if you don't have what you want yet, I think you have your answer. How clear are you in what you want from someone? I just finished a mini training, free mini training. If you feel like joining one to meet each other live, check out forfemaleleaders.com for the latest dates. Okay, I just finished the mini training, and there was one lady saying, yeah, but she worked somewhere for over 17 years, and her contract was ended because I think there was no match anymore. And she said for years she wasn't recognized for all the work she did. And when someone says that, when there's not about good or right or wrong, but when you put the cause somewhere else outside of you, there is nothing you can change except for keep on blaming others. So it's about leadership. Maybe it's too straightforward, but hey, it is what it is. It's exactly what it is. And of course, I don't know her situation, but she's not the only one saying this. I always wonder, and I always ask when somebody says something like this, but how did you say it? I did not ask this question, but I am always wondering, how did you actually say it? How clear were you? How much space did you leave between your desire and the option for the other person or persons to say no? And I think it's very often the last case, because when for someone who is very good in her work, but is less good in fighting for herself. That's often how women recognize this within themselves. When it's easier to fight for others compared to yourself, standing up and asking for what you want is already out of the comfort zone. And when it's out of the comfort zone, we think, or we believe that we were clear. But maybe it was clear to your comfort zone, but that doesn't mean it's clear to the person on the other side of the table. Usually it's very unclear. So when someone says, I mention it so often, yeah, I'm not saying someone is lying. Of course, someone is not lying, because they did say it, but they didn't say it in the right way, or they didn't say it to the right people, or what they said was in a wrong way. So exactly, this is where your potential is. If you recognize yourself, and sorry about being maybe too straightforward, I'm not calling you a liar. It's just be clear to someone in what you want, in your ambition, in your desire. Being very clear so there is no space left is something totally different from that foot, or maybe 2 feet out of your comfort zone. Because your comfort zone on this level, on this level, is probably very tight. And even a toe out feels like, ooh, I did it, I was very clear. But you weren't clear. And I feel like I'm talking like Oprah Winfrey. Well, that's a nice comparison. That's a nice inspiration to, it's a nice identity to step in. Okay. Could be a different podcast, actually. So if you recognize any of this, truly ask yourself the question. If you believe you were very clear, if you mentioned your ambition or your desires or something it is that you want, if you mention it several times towards different people, please ask yourself the true question. Was I clear? Or did I leave some space? Even a needle is space. Or did I leave some space for the other to say no? And if you don't have what you want yet, I think you have your answer. Okay, I keep on confronting you. Okay, well, that's it then. Yeah, so just realizing this should help you next time when you make yourself clear about something that you want, whether it's your vision, whether it's money, whether it's your step forward in your career, whether it's towards a potential customer. How clear were you? And if you don't have what you want yet, you have your answer to that question. Thank you for listening to this maybe confronting episode. If not, then I don't even have to mention it. And if it was confronting, then you know exactly what to do. Enjoy, please do it. Forget about your freaking comfort zone. Think about the space you leave for others. Thank you for listening.